Budgeting is telling your money where to go as compared to wondering where your money went. I'll be taking you through one of the most known budgeting rule called the 50-30-20 budget rule. I'm actually redoing this video because one of you requested that I should do again, and this time in English. So yeah, that is why I am back with the same topic. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Mary Margaret, and I'm a financial advisor. And if you're watching me again or coming across this channel for the first time, please take a moment and subscribe so that we can learn from each other. And we're teaching you about different ways to spend money, different platform where you need to save, different kind of investment. Because when we went to school, we were taught about how to make money, about different concepts, and a lot to do with business and entrepreneurship. But nobody taught us on how to spend money. And it is something that if you don't learn the art of spending money well, you will end up not spending the money in the right way, okay? So there are different kind of budgeting rules or different kind of budgeting that you can use to spend your money in the right way. And today we'll put our focus on the 50-30-20 budget rule. It is one of the most known rules. So the 50-30-20 budget rule says that 50% of your money should go to your needs. Needs are things that you cannot do without, like rent, transport, food, bills, school fees, maybe for your children, personal expenses, especially for ladies. You need to spend on your hair, and it's a need, alright? So the things that you cannot do without, and this 50%, you can use 50% of your income to take care of that. If you use less than 50% of your income, it is a good thing because it means you're living below your average, and that way you have given yourself an opportunity to even save more, alright? Then there's the 30%. 30% goes to your wants. Want is entertainment. We say, or most people say, you only live once, and I say you live daily and die once. Therefore, it is very important to budget for entertainment. Entertainment is something that makes you happy. Myself, I like swimming and traveling a lot. So I budget for that every month. Even if I'm not go for swimming, I'll budget for something else that I like. Something that I feel that I am appreciating myself, alright? So you can budget for 30% of your income. However, if 50% of your income is not enough for your needs, you can get it from the 30%. Of course, I understand we are different. Maybe I am taking care of my siblings if I have a younger brother or a younger sister or maybe parent. I could be taking care of them. This happens a lot with the firstborns, and maybe you're finding that you're trying to catch up with your life and you're also paying school fees for your sibling. So sometimes 50% of your income becomes very little to take care of your needs. So you see, you cannot go out there for enjoyment or for entertainment if you've not paid rent or you've not paid school fees for those people who look up to you, or you've not done the priority things that we can call the needs, okay? So if 50% of your income is not enough, feel free to get something. You'd rather use 70% for the needs and then the 10% for your entertainment, alright? Then we go to the 20% that I'm very passionate about, and this is the savings. 20% of your income you need or you strictly need to take into your saving. This is what we say, pay yourself first. Imagine you're the one who wake up very early in the morning, for those who go to work very early in the morning, work for that money, get tired, and then you start paying everyone else and forget about yourself. No, don't do that. Even if I've started explaining from the highest, which is 50, which one do you need to start with? It is the 20% of your income. Set aside that amount of money so that in case you have an emergency, where do you run to? You run to your emergency fund, which is part of your savings. In fact, money has one, what do I call it? One language. Save me today, I will save you tomorrow. So if you do not have an emergency fund, I ran a test on my WhatsApp status and asked people, if you lose your job like today, God forbid, how long can you run before you run broke? How long can you go before you run broke? Somebody told me approximately 9 days. Another person told me almost immediately. These are just random conversation, but when you sit to think about it, when you sit to think about yourself, for how long can you run or can you go if you do not have a job? It should be at least 6 months on the very minimum. All right. So this 20% is now where I can explain broadly. Because we have, once you set aside the 20% of your income, now you can divide this money. Because again, we say you cannot put all your eggs in one tray. Okay? So you need an emergency fund, and this is the platform. The best I can recommend for emergency is a money market fund account, and it is categorized among the short-term kind of saving, because it will allow you access your money very fast and at the same time invest. Okay, so currently most money markets are ranging from 12 to 13 and even 14%, and ICA Lion Money Market Fund is ranging at 13.8% per annum. So you see, as you're setting aside your money for emergency, you are also earning something. I'll talk about money market broadly on another video. Alright. And then you need also a medium term kind of investment. And mostly here I advise you to join a circle so that you can increase your borrowing power. And then now there's the long term kind of investment. And this is where now we recommend insurance policies for the long term kind of investment. You can do investment, they have saving, they also have education planning for your kids, all of this. Before I explain maybe one by one, I'd want to talk to those people who maybe do not have families yet. You're just a young person, a young woman, a young man, and you have not started your family. So there's an opportunity for you to even save. My darling, you must not stick to the 50-30-20 budget rule. I have a client who is saving 50% of his income because he knows in the next less than 5 years he'll be getting married. And of course, I am clear to him the details of a man because I'm already in a marriage setup and I already have a family, so I know what is expected of a person, either woman or man. So you find that if you're not married, maybe you're living in a house ranging 15,000, 10,000, thereabout, or even 20K. That's a one bedroom for most people, or a bed sitter, right? If you get a wife, nowadays women are working. Rarely will you find a housewife, a newlywed who is a housewife. Most of us ladies are now working. So you find that if that woman gets pregnant, they'll only be in the house for 3 months, 4, or even a maximum of 6 months. Then they need to go back to work. That is an additional person in the house. That is your house help, who will need to come now and take care of the baby during the day when the mom and dad is not around. So you see, you're moving from living alone as one person to 4 people. You, your wife, your spouse, your wife or husband, your baby, and the household. Those are 4 people. So of course, this small house, this bed sitter, this one bedroom will not be enough for all of you, right? Agree with me that most of us, when we were single, the idea of living, and I'm not condemning those who are living in the one bedroom, but the idea, if you have not yet, you've not yet gotten a wife or a husband, you can move from a bed sitter to a 2 bedroom. I mean, the idea of the nanny living in the sitting room. Let me explain that a bit. I mean, my point is you move from living alone to 4 people. So this is a bigger house. Of course, your 1 bedroom will not be enough. Your bed sitter will not be enough. You either need a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom or even a 3 bedroom. the expenses, maybe you used to spend 5,000 to around 10,000 or 8,000 for food. Expenses will now go up because you are now three of you, and there's another special one who is not taking everything you guys are taking. They need special, and those for the kids are a bit expensive. That one I'll not lie. And then, of course, the water consumption will go up. Number one, rent went up, consumption of food. Water consumption will go up a lot. More people now are taking bath as compared to you alone. And now more clothes are being washed, bigger houses being cleaned. Of course, the electricity bill will go up. So, my point is, your expenses right now as a single person, whether woman or man, are a bit lower as compared to when you get into a family setup. Before I got married, I used to say, so when I get married, my husband will pay for anything. Isn't that what men do? Let nobody let you. You, my sister, my younger sister, who is not even married. Men don't do everything. Nowadays, things are very different. And it's not about thing. I am not saying it is about thing. I am only saying for you to be able to go well together, they need help. Even the Bible says that the woman should help the man. The man should provide, but the woman should help. So I found out that when I was single, all my bills, I thought they were mainly that time until I got to this family setup where my bills and they are the least in that list now. They are the least in terms of amount. It is more than how much I used to spend when I was alone. You understand? So, if there's something that you can do to yourself as a single person right now, who do not have kids, those are the ones that I'm referring to. I'm not referring to those people who are already in a family setup. You know, a family can be man, woman, children, man, children, or man, child, or woman, child. That is already a family setup. I am talking to those single persons who are not in a family setup. That is what I'm referring to. You can take advantage of the fact that your money responsibilities are not up there on the roof and save more. Even for those people who are already in a family setup but have small kids, those kids are not yet in school. When those children get to school, the history will change, the story will change. Expenses will now go on top of the roof again. But it's a good thing that I know you people are preparing early in advance. So that is it about the 50-30-20 budget rule. I've stated platforms that you can now save your money, and these are the most basic ones. This is where you start. There are more platforms. There are things like the bonds. I don't want to talk about those right now, but those are the most basic that you need to make sure that you have. Thank you so much for listening to this point. If you have a question, I'd be glad to answer. I'd be glad to take you through the financial consultation session on a virtual meeting or a physical one for free for that matter. I also do debt management, but that one is at a fee. Because if you are stuck into debt, sometimes you want to believe that you never come out. The truth is that you can come out and start your investment journey. Thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe. Share this video with someone that you know that needs it, or yeah, with your friend and family. And of course, leave your comment. And also really want to know where you're watching me from, which part of the country, or even if it's outside the country. Please let me know which part of the universe you're watching me from. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Bye.